Welcome back, guys. In this new video I will be showing you how to draw the framework for various types of roofs. Roof from time to time tends to combine, you'll find that the hip roof might be combined with a gable end, or uh, hip might be combined with a pitch. So it's important that you're aware or you're knowledgeable of how to draw the roof framework. There are some basic rules that you need to follow when drawing roof framework, and once you follow those rules, you should be good. The first rule is that on the roof framework, which is normally the plan view, the hip rafters are normally drawn at 45 degrees. Hip rafters are normally drawn at 45 degrees. That is one. The ridge, rule number two, the ridge is normally parallel to the longer side. Normally parallel to the longer side. And in cases where you have a combined roof, the rafters must be derived from a corner, or from an end, from an edge. That's one. And next thing, we normally start drawing the rafters from the edge or the end of the ridge board. Let me explain that for you using literal drawing. Probably I should use this diagram here. Okay, so we're at this diagram. So the first rule is that your hip should originate from the corner of the roof framework. This is one. They should always be either at 45 degrees or they should bisect the angle. In this case, this angle is 90. So this angle is 45, which is the case in most situations. However, you do have cases where roofs are like this. You might have a roof like this. Yeah? Where the shape is not square. In that case, the first thing to do always is to draw your ridge along the longest side, and then draw this at 40, bisect this angle, which is 45, bisect this angle, which is 45. If you were to bisect this angle, that would end up there, and if we were to bisect this angle, this would end up right there. Yep, end up right there. So this would end up right there. So the principle is that the hip rafters should always bisect the angle. Yeah, always bisect the angle. Yeah. So in most cases, we'll say this is drawn at 45 degrees, but in reality, 45 degrees is merely half of 90, which is pretty much bisecting this angle right here. Here, this seems to be about 45, and this is bisected, the hip bisect this angle, which ends up there. This also bisects there, which eventually ends up at the exact same place as a principle. The next thing that we need to be keen on is that we should always start our rafters here. Always start our rafters at the end of our ridge board. And our ridge board must always be parallel, must be drawn along the longer side of the rectangle, always. Yep. And a good way to get these at 45 degrees, if it is 90, is to establish a midpoint here and mark a point right here. For a sketch, what I like to do is to, so this is that. I will then either use a strip, a piece of strip, use a strip, or use a strip, and then transfer the distance here. then join this to that, and that to that. So that way you get these nice and clean, looking perfect. Now the midpoint for this side is here. Again, this should be the same. So again, I will transfer this distance here. Then I will join from here to there.